Hi everyone, it's Stephanie here with a video for my favorite things. In today's video, I'm going to be recreating this card that design team member Torico created using the September 2016 release. So to start off, I have the new Circle Spinner Channels Dynamics. This is a really fun die set that cuts out an interactive little channel area that you can use to create spinner cards. So we're going to go ahead and create a spinner card in today's video. So I've already prepared my two little stamped images. These are two hedgehogs from the new Happy Hedgehog stamp set. And I also stamped and cut out some mushrooms as well as an acorn. And I've also prepared a couple other pieces that we're going to use on this card. So I have a piece of pattern paper from the Sweet Celebration paper pack, and I've cut that down and turned it into a piece of grass using the Grassy Hills Dynamics. I have a white rectangle panel with some stitching and scallop detail around the edge, and then I have a standard A2 size card base cut from In the Buff cardstock. Now I used the smallest circle from the Circle Stacks Dynamics die set, and I cut out two white cardstock circles, and we're going to use these to create the spinner detail on the card. So one of them I've already used and applied the spin and slide disc. This is a plastic little disc, and it adheres to those little circles, and that's what's going to allow us to create the spinner card. So since it is liquid glue that I did use on it, I went ahead and adhered this disc onto that first cardstock circle ahead of time just so that it had time to dry so that I could assemble the card for the video. Before I start to adhere anything to the panel, I am going to add a little bit of ink detail to the bottom area. Now this is really light ink and it's not really showing that well on camera, but it is adding a little bit of a pink detail to the bottom area of the card, and it just adds to the overall design. So now that I have that done, I'm going to go ahead and start to work on the card and create my spinner. So first off, I'm going to take the medium size Circle Spinner Channel Dynamics, and I'm going to cut this from my cardstock in the area that I want the little hedgehog to spin around. So once you have that cut out, that's going to be the main area where your hedgehog is, and then you're just going to go ahead and create the card design around that area. I'm using the I Like How You Roll sentiment from the Happy Hedgehog stamp set, and this is actually one stamp. It comes in one row, and I cut mine apart and stamped it one on top of the other for that sentiment. And then I flipped the panel over and added foam adhesive to the entire back. Now you just want to make sure when you add the foam adhesive that you add it to the center of the circle as well as around the outside area of the panel, and that you leave enough space around the channel for this little circle thing to spin around. You don't want to have any foam adhesive directly beside that open channel area. So what I did is I took the little circle and the spin and slide disc that I had already adhered together, and I set that down on my work surface and laid my cardstock panel over top, and then I added the second circle directly on top and adhered that on. And then once it dried, I went ahead and took all of the backing off the foam adhesive and added this piece to my card base. And now you can see I have this great little circle that spins around this channel. And we're going to end up adhering the hedgehog on top of that, and he will be able to spin and slide on this card. So I added the grass detail at the bottom, and now I'm adding the adhesive to the circle, and I'm going to add the hedgehog directly on top of that circle. So you're not going to see any of the circle detail underneath of it. You're going to completely just see the hedgehog and the open area in behind him, and look how great he can spin and slide around this circle. I just think he's so fun and just adds such a fun interactive element to the card design. So now that I have him all done, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the stamped and colored elements to the card design. So I just added the other hedgehog down there on the right hand corner, and I just positioned him so it looks like he's looking up at the little guy that spins around. And then I added the mushrooms and the acorn and a couple of sequins for a little added detail. And that's going to complete this fun spinner card. So thank you so much for watching today's video. We hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.